음.
I don't have anything for this at the moment. Revelio. 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 Proud of all the potions you've brewed.
아, 네, 안녕하세요.
Revelio.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
어디 보자.
Professor Howard will never believe this. Revelio. Revelio.
다 했나? 얘 안 했는데. 야야야. 야. 야, 임마. 뭐가 있는 거야, 그럼? 야, 암컷인데?
I'll look after you.
나 어디로 나가니? 아우 10초.
Deep's no herbology professor, but some plants here seem to be ready to harvest.
두 개? 그냥 파라들기로 갈게요. 파라들기고. 변신. 점술. 부피 13개. 3개. 3개. 변신부터 배웁시다. 아주 중요한 마법이니까. 또 뭐야?
Revelio. Revelio.
쾌가 아닌 것 같은데. 맞네.
So this is the underground harbour. Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
이게 끝이야? 난 또 던전 돌라는 줄 알았네.
Revelio.
Win, but don't be shy, for I can't wait to watch you try. Whee!
Revelio. That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
그 노란색 물약 이름이 뭐더라? 이건 너무 알리오치.
The Allihotzi draft.
I'm afraid the answer was Felix Felicis. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
삼형제 이야기에 등장하는 마법 몰라. 삼형제가 누군데? 죽음의 동물이야? 죽음의 동물이네.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
페이플.
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
바뀔까? 바뀐다, 진실. 안 바뀐다, 뭐지?
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'd like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
아, 씨발. 씨발 꿈.
The Wizards' Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
The Peruvian Vipertooth.
Brilliant! Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right! It is believed that Hengist used the Three Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A demiguise.
Yes! While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a letherfold?
The Patronus Charm.
Well done. The only known survivor. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Gamp.
That's it! One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct! In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Numquam Titilandus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The
이게
Rune
뭔지
Spore.
아무것도
That's right! According to Parcel
이런 걸
Mouse,
왜
each of the
내주는 거야?
rune's paws' 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Amatentia.
That's the answer. Amatentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive, such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages, when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Haversacking.
That's right. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when two chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals
야, 이
so that the
테크니컬
third chaser
파울,
can score.
테크니컬 파울.
A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Bad luck.
Correct! Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
민뷸러스, 민불토님. 에이.
Mimbulus Mimbletonia.
Correct! The Mimblus Mimbletonia plant secretes
이거
stink
어떤 거
sap as a
처음 하는 사람
defensive
못
mechanism
알아.
when touched. The Pepper Up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Linford of Stinchcombe.
Very good. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Linford's previous work to create the Pepper Up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
A single slipper.
That's correct. The story was created by Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
North America.
That's right. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Sir Luckless.
Correct! The three witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist. The world's largest kelpie is also known by what other name?
켈피야. 네스오의 괴물이 켈피였어.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct. The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Ulick Gamp.
Yes. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. I'm frankly astonished by how well you did. You have a talent for trivia. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Revelio! Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration. Revelio!
이놈의 리벨리오. 그만 쓰고 싶다.
Can't students see that?
나도 스페이스 마린 하고 싶어. 그래도 시작한 건 끝내야겠죠.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Beautiful.
Uncle Wellington.
Goodness.
답안지 유출을 막으려고
Settle down.
문제를
Transfiguration, as you may be
부엉이로
weary of
바꿔서.
hearing me say,
is an exact
돌아다니게
science
만들었어.
that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
저거 보여줘놓고 어떻게 하는지 알겠지? 이러고 있어. 이거 하는 것도 웃겨. 하는 애들도 웃겨. 어떻게 하는지 알겠지? 이러고
Beautifully
뭐
done.
알려주지도 않고.
Class is dismissed.
Revelio.
And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWL.
뭐야, 이걸 뭐 어디다 넣어야 돼? 변신을 본바. 변신 여기 넣어야 돼? 변신 이렇게 넣어야 돼? 아니야. 아닌데 이거 여기 넣으면 안 되는데 여기 넣을까? 변신 여기밖에 칸이 없어. 변신 이게 멈추는 건 못 쓴다는 얘기잖아 지금 나 이거.
Here before you know it.
Who would have thought someone as young?
I haven't been called Puffskein Dunking.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making excellent use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. Deke tells me you captured a unicorn and brought it back to the Room of Requirement. Protecting so rare a beast is an accomplishment of which you can be quite proud.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
내가 닉 병과 함께 묘지로 가서 규모에 뇌물 주고 정보를 얻기 위해 출판해 갔잖아. 아니요.
Not at all. I'm fascinated by ghosts and food, and I was interested in learning more about the castle and the surrounding area.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
이게 저기 들어가면 안 될 것
Since our
같고
visit to Feldcroft,
여기 들어가면 안 될 것 같고 이게 맞고 이게 여기에 들어가고 변신, 저주 아브라카다브라나 이런 거 집어넣고 지금은 얹을 수가 없네 이걸. 일단은 여기에 놓고 쓰고 한 곳으로 몰아놓을 겁니다. 요런 것들 여기다가 다 몰고 여기다가 이거 넣고 밑에는 변신을 넣고 빵 터뜨리면 되겠다. 근데 이게 지금 좀 아닌 것 같은데. 이게 지금 눈에 걸려요. 이렇게 쓰다가 얘는 이렇게 바꿀 수도 있고 이렇게 바꿀 수도 있고 하고 저주 변이 여기다가는 이 둘 중에 하나 생긴 거 넣고 여기도 둘 중에 하나 생긴 거 넣고 이거는 이제 이거랑 바꾸든가 해서 쓰는 걸로.
Dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
Uncle Roland senses best. He often asks...
Revelio.
I think we may...
Aloha Mora.
Goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
I remember our meet mentioning something about gobbledygook. Revelio.
여기 월석이 있지 않을까 싶어서 왔는데
Anne is getting worse. If there is any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her,
Revelio.
requesting your help.
자꾸 만나자네요. 나보고 만나자고 자꾸. 임페리오. 세바스찬을 만나기. 멀다. 뭘 좀 먹었으면 좋겠는데 배가 고픈데.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. Revelio.
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies to what I've read about this camp.
Revelio.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Incendio. Leviosa. Confringo. Revelio. At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Accio.
We're here for a reason. I say opening them all is justified.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Confringo. Levioso. Confringo. Revelio.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb. I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly. We'll be fine.
Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a
이렇게
sarcophagus.
작전 개념 없이 이렇게 자꾸 뛰어나갈 거야?
There's something here by the altar.
What did you
Revelio.
find?
Accio. Levioso. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Confringo. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. Confringo! Revelio!
아무리 봐도 이게 메인 길이고 이거 땡겨야 될 것 같고.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Revelio.
일제에 대해 이야기를 해야 되나?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
이거 땡기면 되지 뭐. 별거야.
Accio! Revelio! Accio! Confringo! Incendio! Accio! Revelio! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa! Rickety bone bridge complete. Accio! Revelio! Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Guardian Leviosa.
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice. Revelio.
If this archway's been barricaded, we can find a way through. Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
이거를 한번 써보자.
Revelio.
뭔지 모르겠는데 뭔데? 아 우리 편으로 만든다고? 우리 편으로만 편하긴 하겠지. 저주랑 바꿔 쓰자. 편하긴 하겠지.
Confringo. Revelio. Accio.
Another barricade.
Revelio.
Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Guardian Leviosa. Revelio.
It's different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
아니 무슨 말을 하셨길래 클린봇에 걸리셨나?
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
That worked. Keep going.
Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio.
가만히 있어봐. 아하.
Leviosa. Revelio. Accio.
맞아.
Revelio.
뼈가 하나 또. 하나 더 있네.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
You are head and shoulders above these
일로
bones.
가면
Nicely done.
퀘스트가 끝날 것 같고. 결국엔 일로 가는 것 같은데.
Confringo. Accio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Crisis. Defendo. Sendo. Never knew spiders could make such a... Bit dramatic, isn't it? Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
약을 준다.
Accio.
약을 준다는 것은
Revelio.
싸운다는 뜻이죠.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
자,
Incendio.
이것도 뭐 있는 것 같은데.
Revelio.
모르겠고. 못 견하고 있어.
Incendio.
맞췄네.
Confringo.
일로 가는 건데.
Revelio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
Accio. Incendio. Levioso. Descendo. Descendo. For a moment there, I thought that'd never end. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet. Accio. Revelio. Sebastian, the relic. Look. Could it be?
유물이 왜 뼈다귀야?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
The note advises to leave the relic alone.
I assure you, we were meant to find this. For Anne's sake. I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret.
Revelio.
Especially from my uncle.
네가 가져간다고?
Is that ominous? Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I was glad to hear you tell Sebastian to leave the relic. We need to stand together. Convince Sebastian this is wrong.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Revelio. Sebastian. We're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
응?
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Revelio! I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again.
그래서
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne. Revelio. Revelio. When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
I have a brother who works at Gringotts. Couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
잊을래?
Expelliarmus! I'll bury you in the deepest vault. Levioso! Oh, you think you're Accio! Incendio! Stop it, stupid one!
Revelio. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Revelio.
Why? Easily You can't. Keep out of the way. Keep out of the goal's reach. Confringo. Back to the Levioso. Are you quite finished? Expulsion. Got it.
They're closing in.
Let's get it. Stop provoking them! I'm handling it.
Boy! What have you done?
Save my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Revelio. Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Revelio.
못된 아저씨.
Aloha, Mora. What do we have here? A demiguise. Revelio.
데미가이스가 있어.
Mine now, demiguise. Revelio.
이거 다 클리어해야 하나? 귀차니즘이 막 이제.
Revelio.
Not your best moment, I fear.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Reparo. Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Reparo.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me.
Revelio.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll.
Revelio.
Quiet as a grapple, you are.
아, 뭐 어쩌라고 이거 먹으라 해.
Revelio.
이 퀘스트 하면서 오는 걸까 보다.
Ready to fight?
지금 할 필요 없지.
Revelio.
와, 뭐였다고 4시야? 나 미치겠네.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, He's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an hour when I have news.
조금 더 하고 싶은데요. 4시라서 여기까지 하겠습니다. 거의 대부분의 적이랑 싸우는